Good evening and welcome to all the participants joined in the daily virtual program on work-life balance conducted by Professional Skills Enrichment Committee of Institute of Chartered Accountant of India in association with Heartfulness. We have with us today's resource person Harshada Kulkarni ma'am and our expert Mr. Deepak Khanduri sir and CA Pradeep Gupta sir from Heartfulness. We welcome you all in this platform. With this, for the introduction of Harshada Kulkarni ma'am, I am requesting Deepak Khanduri sir and thereafter handing over the session to Harshada Kulkarni ma'am for further proceeding. Over to Deepak Khanduri sir.
Thank you and very good evening to all. Today we have with us Ms. Harshada Kulkarni. Professionally, she has handled multifarious roles for companies worldwide and for multicultural clients. Her 20-year plus of service of operations, operational product delivery, center of excellence building, and leadership experience has made her a direction setter and enabled her to deliver solutions with compelling experience while creating driven teams with the openness to absorb and embrace situations. Beyond her professional achievements, Harshada emphasizes balanced personal growth, encompassing mind, body, and soul. Her journey includes an extensive 18-year study of Indian classical music and a steadfast meditation practice since 1998. As a certified meditation trainer and facilitator of Heartful Communication Workshop, she shares her expertise in corporate settings, universities and institutes, promoting holistic well-being and effective communication strategies. With this brief introduction, I hand over the session to Ms. Harshada Kulkarni.
Namaste. Thank you, Deepak ji, Pradeep ji, and ICAI for this opportunity. And hello, everyone. Once again, it's a privilege to be with all of you. I have been here before, so really happy to be offering this session to all of you. I have chosen a topic of poise for today's session. So before we begin the topic, if we can all just quickly close our eyes and center ourselves, we can then probably absorb the session in a better fashion. So if you are with me, fully with me, which means your mobile phones are completely away and they're silent, I would really like to invite you to gently close your eyes. And bring your attention, your entire attention, to your heart. Let us connect with our heart deeply. Now think that everyone who is a part of this session or otherwise is connected through their heart with us. Feel this connection with everyone deep in our hearts. And let us make a sankalpa, a willful thought that I am fully committed to this session while I'm here, and maybe participate wholeheartedly together. May the outcome of this session uplift myself as well as everyone who is benefiting from this. Thank you. You may gently open your eyes. Thank you for doing this centering exercise with me. It is quite essential when we are beginning something to pull ourselves together in our body, mind, and thought to ensure that we are fully committed as well as fully available towards the task that we have taken. So, once again, welcome. The topic is poise. We will explore through this session. I'm sure you all have some thoughts about what poise is. While I speak to you, feel free to share your thoughts in the chat or any other way of communication that is available to you. I would be happy to see your comments. So when we think of poise, what comes to our mind? I would like you to carry this thought and also take this away from this session as you move away from this session at the end of this session. So, how many times have we found in a situation like this? There are a lot of times when we get into a decision-making mode where we really do not know where we are headed. We end up wondering, worrying, or confused about what is going to be the next step, whether to take this turn or that turn, which will be beneficial for me, which will be beneficial for those around me, which will be the right turn, which will be the wrong way, because we do not know the outcome. We constantly go through this, right? And often it happens that in a rush to take a decisions, we end up taking decisions which may or may not be very beneficial. There are many times we also see that when we know that this is the way, when we have certainty, it's easier to move fast. But when there is the uncertainty is really high, what happens is we cannot just move quickly, right? So if you look at this car, which is taking a turn in this picture, it's not going to be easy for the car to take a quick turn or in a fast-paced turn because the driver will not be able to see who's on the other side, whether there's a car coming from the other side and at which speed the car is coming. So naturally the driver will slow down. This is a situation for all of us, not just in driving, but in life as well. And the reason I'm sharing all this is because many a times we end up worrying about our decisions, or not just while we are taking the decisions, but even in general, when I'm doing something, I'm not fully there. That happens, right? With all of us. We are there, we are sitting, we are doing our work, but our mind is thinking about what is going to be tomorrow, or tomorrow's meeting like, or what did he or she say, or how was my yesterday, that experience that I did not really enjoy. While I am doing some other work, I'm thinking of something that happened in the past or something that is going to happen in the future or something which is quite random or something that is about to happen and I do not know the outcome of it. So, in short, we are worrying. And all of these thoughts or worries or these challenges that we are facing are taking us to a state where we are restless to some extent, right? And when we are restless, can we take right decisions? Can we really take the right turn? Can we really do the adequate thing that is expected to be done? Maybe, may not be. In most of the times, we may not be able to do that. So I wanted to share this quote by Gautam Buddha. It says that your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. Develop the mind of equilibrium. You will always be getting praise and blame, but do not let either affect the poise of the mind. Follow the calmness, the absence of pride. Now, this is very easy to read, easy to understand. At the same time, not so easy to follow, because when we are in a situation which is not so easy, having that poise, having that balance, or the state of equilibrium is not very easy to bring. Why? Well, because we have not practiced being in that state. There's one more very interesting quote that I remember, which says, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. And in our response lies our growth and our freedom. So both these quotes essentially are saying that a state of equilibrium, that pause or the poise of the mind, if it is there, no matter which situation we are in, we are able to handle it in a more balanced way rather than in a haste or in an uninformed way or in a worrisome way or again not knowing what we are choosing, not listening to the right signals. Because if my mind is so restless, where is the question of listening to what my heart is trying to tell me? Now again, coming back to how this poise is possible, one of the obvious answers is meditation. What we do essentially in meditation is we are distancing ourselves emotionally. And how are we doing that? A simple way, right? When we meditate in the heartfulness meditation, we are practicing it daily in our meditation. When we sit up with our eyes closed and when we put our entire focus on this divine light within our heart, source of divine light within our heart, the thoughts do occur in mind. But what we are doing is we are letting them just go by, pass by. We are distancing ourselves. We are not getting entangled in the thoughts as we observe them, we are seeing them, we are experiencing the presence of the thoughts while meditation, but we choose not to pay attention while we are meditating. So that emotional distancing is a continuous practice. And when that happens, it's much more easier to see clearly. Or when we are distant, then we are able to see both sides probably of a situation. From a situation, we are able to distance ourselves, we are able to see both sides, and we are able to take a better decision. Clarity of the mind starts coming. So how do we practice this poise? Again, same through meditation. And unless we have practiced it, it cannot just come when we want, right? I cannot just say, hey, it doesn't matter, I'm in a chaotic situation, I've never practiced having this state of balance, and suddenly I decide I'm going to have this state of complete balance in my mind no matter what chaos is. Maybe it happens to people who are really differently gifted, and that's probably one in a lakhs, right? It's a practice. We all develop it. And it is possible to develop it. That's another beauty of it. So I'm going to show you a quick video by Daji. I hope you will appreciate it. I really liked it when I watching it. So feel free to take your notes if you feel like as you watch.
When something is not going well in family life, which is a common thing these days, or we're not succeeding in business world, things are not going as per your desire, and yet if you are able to maintain your serenity, it talks a lot about your personality, about your character. Despite of having all these agitations and troubles, if you can remain centered within yourself, then let whatsoever may come, our relation with Master will only become stronger. More and more we accept the situations in life with gratefulness to God, then our relation with Master will also become stronger. You'll be happy with yourself as well, though you are going through a lot of trouble. But the single exercise of centering yourself, that I remain balanced, I remain quiet, I remain poised, doesn't matter what comes in my life. Otherwise, what is the point of doing this tapasya? All these troubles, tribulations, criticisms, rebukes from family and friends, they're all there to make us stronger. That does not mean we invite them. If they come, welcome them and say, okay, I'll see what I can do with my Master, with his help. Recall some of the troubles you have yourself gone through, when it was so unbearable. And when we relied on Master and said, Master, please, what's happening? I'm in trouble, please let us get rid of these things. Nice, it's okay. But the moment you accept it and say, oh, okay, let's see how we can tackle it together. You make partnership with Master and say, let's handle this situation. And And when we come out of that situation, what happens to your inner state, inner condition at that time? It's like a victory, no? You did it. So to remain centered within all the time, not allowing the point C to get affected with our dislikes, not reacting to it. Doing this with a lot of joy, a lot of courage, and invincible faith in Master. Victory is ours.
You were able to take some notes as takeaways. Like he was saying, being centered or being poised is a practice. And we can also even make a sankalpa each time, center ourselves each time, like we did at the beginning of the session, and prepare ourselves to be centered just before we start any task. That's something that actually often helps me when I'm just about to begin with my work. I close my eyes just for a minute and center myself and decide, make a sankalpa in my mind that I'm going to be poised. I'm going to be centered throughout the day, no matter what comes my way. Just like what Daji was saying, it has often helped me. And in fact, many times situations became much simpler to handle because I have prepared myself. So I hope you can do that too. And what we can probably do now is meditate together. Again, prepare yourself and ensure that your cell phones are off. You're completely in a secluded place where nobody is disturbing you. Let us meditate. I will walk you through a guided relaxation. Then we will get into a silent meditation. And I'll invite you to come out of meditation after the silent meditation. Prepare to be seated for about 25 minutes or so. Please sit comfortably and close your eyes very gently and softly. Bring your attention to your body. And particularly to your toes. Very gently wiggle your toes and feel them relax. Now feel that the healing energy from Mother Earth is entering your feet and is relaxing your entire feet, ankles. Invite and allow this energy to move up to your knees, relaxing your lower legs, calf muscles, and your knees. Feel this energy moving up to your thighs, and the pelvic areas, deeply relaxing every muscle. Your lower body is now completely relaxed. Allow this healing energy to move to your back, relaxing your lower back, upper back. Every muscle in your entire back is completely relaxed. The energy moves to your stomach, relaxing the abdominal muscles. Moving up to your chest, relaxing the entire chest area. Feel this energy moving to your hands, relaxing your entire hands, your upper arms, elbows, forearms, palms, fingers, all the way up to the fingertips. Now relax your shoulders. Feel as if your shoulders are melting away. Allow the energy to move up to your neck and the facial area. Relaxing the neck muscles, relaxing your jaws, mouth, earlobes, nose, eyelids, eyebrows, and your forehead. Relax your forehead. Moving up to the top of your head. Feel how your entire body is now completely relaxed. Let us make a quick sankalpa that throughout this meditation, I will be centered. Bring your attention to your heart. Try and connect to the deepest core of your heart. The source of divine light, which is already present, is pulling your attention inward. During meditation, stay there and remain absorbed. If your mind wanders, gently remind yourself that you are meditating and bring your mind back to the source of divine light in your heart. Please remain seated until you hear again from me. please start meditation. That's all. Please keep your eyes closed and allow yourself to observe and feel this meditative state that you may have received from this meditation. Please stay with this condition for a few seconds. As you feel the presence of this meditative state, once again make a willful thought that every action, every interaction that you will have tonight and throughout this week will be guided by this state of centeredness, by this meditative state of your mind. Before you respond or react, you will let this state, balanced state, or a state of equilibrium guide you in your interactions throughout the week. While you keep your connection with your heart intact, you may very gently open your eyes Thank you for this time and this meditation. Thank you for giving yourself this time from your hectic schedules. I already see some questions. One of the questions that I see is, what does it mean to be well poised? Again, I think all of us know the answers to these questions to some extent. We are aware of what being poised means. We understand because we have seen people around us who are like that. And many times we wonder, I wish I had that kind of ability to be calm, to be so thoughtful, or to be not reactive. Because we see situations around us, events happening around us, and we also see the responses that people give. So being well poised, I would say, is nothing but being in that state of balance, or again centeredness. I have been using this word a lot, but being with ourselves, being with our heart, being truly ourselves, rather than being preoccupied, rather than being prejudgmental or having multiple distractions. I think that would be the state of being poised or being in a state of balance. When we are in that state, we are able to absorb more, we are able to think thoroughly, we are able to respond and not react. I hope that answer is okay. That's just my interpretation. Okay. Another question is, do you consider self-growth to be more poise and tact or exposure of a genuine person? Okay, very interesting question. Self-growth may be defined by each person in their own way. But I think being yourself, your natural self, is the best that we can do. Because many times we are quite impressed by things around us, situations around us, people around us, or even social media, and we respond or we react in many ways based on how these things around us have conditioned us. And if we are able to declutter, if we are able to be in a state where the clarity is there, then it's very easy to be ourselves. So I would say self-growth is more being ourselves, being more genuine. Being poised is a practice, and it will slowly, we will get there to be more and more of our normal selves. So meditation is a way, practicing poise every time we forget to practice is also a way. Slowly, as we practice, it becomes a natural state. And as the practice takes us to a state where it becomes a natural lifestyle, then we are ourselves changing, right? So, yes, I think going towards genuinity would be the self-growth for me. Okay, I think the question is, how do I improve concentration and have a poised and determined mindset? Again, concentration is a natural result of meditation. And when we meditate, we are, by choice, with a lot of interest, a joyful interest, we sit and we meditate. And we spend that time every single day without any break and make it a habit. Slowly, again, it becomes a lifestyle. And when that happens, and when we are able to also do our heartfulness cleaning to declutter ourselves, it's natural that our concentration will increase. And how do I have poise and determined mindset? It's natural, right? I mean, all of this is very natural when we have clarity of mind, when we are more focused, when we are able to willfully bring this state or willfully able to recall this meditative state each time until it becomes completely natural to us. I think that's the answer to have a poised and determined mindset. So concentration is a result of meditation. And as you practice, it is natural, it becomes natural. So thank you so much for these very interesting questions. I hope you will take this word poise with you tonight and also practice throughout this week in your interactions. Also wonder whether there's already a poise in your way of interactions or way of being. If it is there, how are we refining it each time? Is it becoming more and more subtler? Is it becoming more and more natural? Or do I have to still make efforts? So with this, I would like to stop, and any questions, more questions, happy to answer. Otherwise, thank you so much for being part of this session and for this opportunity to meditate with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Harshada ma'am, for delivering this wonderful session. And thanks to all the participants who have joined this session. And also thanks to our experts, Mr. Deepak Khanduri sir and CA Pradeep Gupta sir, for being with us throughout the session. With this, we are concluding this session. Thank you all.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.